What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
AFC South Fan. AFC South Fan. Are you ready for the fight? Nighty night, lights out, no Tyson. About to be the clash of the Titans. Strike like a lightning bolt. You feel the ground pounding, that might be the coast. Quick like a joke, like to hit when provoked. Don't you doubt that. That's a Jaguar to a house cat. That's an outcast to a whole squadron. If you talking Houston, then we've got a problem. You'll probably get the horns if you mess with the cattle. Sit back in your saddle and get ready for the fan battle.
You know Jacksonville's motto: going places and eating faces.
Right.
Gang, gang.
And that we did. That we did.
Did we? I don't know. I don't know what we did, but it wasn't good.
Anyway, hello everyone. And thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle podcast. I am your host, Samantha, known as Sammy Football. Die-hard Jaguars fan. What the hell happened? I hate my life. I'm still in mourning. You guys keep tagging me and stuff in the group, and I'm still in mourning.
It's nighttime. Get a clock. It's not morning
I'm
anymore.
not talking about breakfast foods, Josh. I am sad. I am sad. What the hell? How do you spend the entire season at number 1? And then Mike Vrabel makes sure he gets one up on you, beats your ass, and then gets fired the next day or 2 days later.
For the Lovey Smith.
My God. What an atrocity. I'm so angry. Anyways, I'm supposed to be the non-biased host, but you guys aren't going to get a lot of non-bias from me. Well, let's introduce our commentators for this evening, shall we? Starting with the losers. Representing the Colts, we have Harish Nukala.
Wait, we should have started with Josh because, he didn't have to do anything all offseason, just like the rest of the Jaguars nation. So we should start with him.
Technically, we're ahead of you in the division, so sorry, sir.
Well, we're all sitting on the same couch, so it doesn't matter how far ahead. You're just right next to me, honestly. I'm having a good old time. This is great. This is the best episode all season.
I don't think I've ever seen Harish as excited to lose as he is.
I had us losing the game, so I'm not even.
Yeah, at least we got a sweep.
Yeah, that's
on
cool.
the Colts.
I mean, we got a sweep too. We swept Mayo Boy up there, so we're good.
Mayo Boy. Wish I could say the same, but speaking of representing the Titans, we have Michael, the Mayo Wonder.
Hey, just like Sammy, I'm in mourning. We're all broken up about the Vrabel firing.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your opinion on that. I was shocked. That was shocking. I'm shocked you're smiling.
Smile
I'm gonna put a smile through the pain. I get it. I get it. I have a lot of concealer on right now because I've been very depressed. Awful. What an awful football season. Representing the Jaguars, the second best, Josh Allen.
Yep, that's me. Listen, in a way, this is comfortable. This is familiar. A lot of Jaguars fans don't know how to handle success. No, it is. This is, my expectations are completely gone. I'm set back to 0. I can mock all of your teams and my team now at the same time, and I can just enjoy the playoffs without any stress because, oh no, we suck again.
Well, to get into that, because I do have a comment about that.
I have a question real quick, Sammy.
A white pill. What's up, Harish? This better be good.
No, it's a really good question. I think the chat's going to enjoy this. Are you really excited to root for Jalen Ramsey this weekend?
Listen, it's really early for this, but you can go yourself.
Wow.
I just had to make sure our chatters had the right answers.
You can kindly go.
For those of you watching the podcast that maybe have never watched it before, because apparently there's a whole lot of morons in our Facebook group, and those morons know which ones I'm referring to.
It's Facebook.
True. Sam's all-time football crush is Jalen Ramsey. She loves him.
It is not. No, it is not.
It is.
No,
it is not.
After every game.
It is enshrined on the walls of many a mural down at the bank.
If that is true, then Harish's favorite coach is Frank Reich.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's 100% Frank Reich. We potato-headed just like he would, just in honor of him.
Speaking of Frank Reich, I hear he's looking at houses in Nashville.
Oh.
Got to replace him with somebody. So.
It's not true.
What if we just talked the entire podcast and didn't introduce Matt? I think that's a really good idea. We should do that.
If I'm me, I'm gonna smile no matter what. So
yeah, all he's doing is, I mean, he didn't do anything. He just won the damn division.
Representing number 1 in the division, Matt Briggs for the Texans.
I'm here. That's all I gotta say. Is I'm here.
I mean, you're welcome.
Didn't do nothing on Sunday and still won.
Right. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You should. You know why you guys won the division? Because Michael there drank whiskey and mayo live on stream. That's why the Texans won the division.
No, I seriously think that the curse of the terrible towel is real.
No.
I think it's real.
I don't think it is.
I think it's real. It's got to be real.
No.
What? It's real. Sorry.
Look, if it's the curse of the terrible towel, Michael drinking mayo, whatever it is, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and that's coming from the guy. No. That's coming from the guy who's like happy that he won the World Series, even though they cheated. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
They ain't winning. I mean, I asked the Michigan Wolverines. They're saying the same thing. Literally. Yeah. You cheat.
The Texans are saying the same thing because the Colts, helped them cheated by not catching the ball on 4th down. That's right in their hands.
I think the insult to injury with this entire season and everything that's happened is that at the same time that this happened, we got our 2024 home opponents and our new pricing schedule. Yes, they did. Like by a significant amount.
Yeah.
Just to be worse.
But they did send out an email that said, "Thank you, fans. Thank you."
Yeah.
It's like the Phoenix Suns when they lost to them.
They sent me a lunchbox. I got a lunchbox. Yep. Not a regular size lunchbox. It looks like a lunchbox, but it's like smaller. But it's like a snack box. They sent me a snack box.
So they sent you a lunchbox they ordered off of wish.com, is what I hear you saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a snack box.
Well, maybe the lunchbox was meant to say division champs.
Was that the lunchbox you were trying to return when you drove your car through the practice facility earlier today?
Dude, I wish that was me. I want to find out who that is. We need to post her bail. Tell that story, Josh.
So some lady in the wee hours of the morning last night into this morning drove her car through the double doors. There's these big glass doors at the entrance to the Miller Electric Center, which is the big practice facility that they opened this season. And they didn't say if she was just a crazy person or drunk or whatever, but they said she purposely drove her car through the doors of the Miller Electric Center in the middle of the night. And instantly I saw that and I tagged Sam in several places. And I was like, Sam, is this you? Are you okay? Is this why we haven't heard from you?
I so would. Try me.
Yeah.
Please.
I think they need to lock up all the amenities.
I'm just kidding. In a video game, I would never do that in real life. In a video game.
I would do it in real life.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Hey, Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out next year.
Benji says, "Don't be salty." How would I not be salty?
Yeah, they had a 5-game lead that they blew. Why wouldn't they be salty?
Yeah.
I like. What is the saltiest thing ever? Like I am like the Dead Sea salty. Isn't that like the saltiest?
Hey, yeah, you're like the Salt Lakes in Utah salty.
Yeah. Like I'm like one of those float tank salties.
Hey Benji, shut up. Right?
Yeah, shut up.
How about
Benji.
that? That's salty enough for you?
Anyway,
this is the greatest episode in AFC South Fan Battle history.
I'm glad you like it.
I thought me and
I'm
Harish
enjoying it.
I thought me and Harish were friends till we got on this episode together, and then all of a sudden Harish just turned.
I mean, it is. Listen, it's the same thing that everybody was doing to the Titans last year when the Jaguars knocked the Titans out. But that's not everybody. That's not the same scenario, though. The Titans, like,
It's worse,
we're
actually.
in first. Yeah, because we were in first place.
No, yeah, the Jaguars is worse.
Yeah, way worse.
The Jaguars, according to like the Amazon Web Services, the stats that they use, like all these analytics, when they were 8-3, had a 99% chance of making the playoffs. 99.
And that was in October before the terrible towel thing.
No, and I don't think it was.
And now the Steelers are in the playoff. They just rolled right in there. They're just like, dude, the curse of the terrible towel is real.
You guys
only the Jacksonville Jaguars could spoil a 99% chance to make the playoffs.
Dude,
it's only
they didn't want to break the curse of the back-to-back.
I don't even know how I'm going to make it through this show without talking about the Jaguars all the time, guys. I'm sorry.
Did you not see the stat at the Titans game? There was 12% of Steeler fans at the Titans game rooting for the Jaguars to lose.
You know, the Steelers, the Steelers are one of those unfortunate franchises that the Jaguars own in regular season contests. So I understand why Steeler fans are mad. You know, so it sort of is what it is, right? You know, but yeah, I mean,
let's sad over here.
Especially all the Jag fans who are running their mouth. You know, on what are you doing? I didn't pay attention. What is that on your head?
I'm sad.
I don't think that represents sad. I think that represents something else.
Oh, Lord.
By the way, Jacoyas, I'm doing fantastic. I picked the Colts to lose, so you're not going to be trolling me here, buddy. I picked us to lose by 3 touchdowns. So I don't know.
Oh God, Jacoyas says he got me a Christmas gift. I don't even want to know. Is it a trash can?
Probably a small toy. No, a choking hazard.
Choking hazard.
Probably. Oh, I hate my life.
You know, we could just make this the podcast for this week.
Hey, I do have a favorite. Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Hey, everybody that's in the AFC South Fan Battle group that's watching this podcast, go to the post where I just posted and shared the live stream. Everybody tag my man Varys Turn and ask him to watch the show. Just bombard that man's mentions.
He's the one that said he didn't know we had a show.
Yeah, he said he also said he'd rather watch paint dry and he'd rather mow his lawn with the fork. So go let.
I know. I would. No, I agree with him. I would rather do that.
Agree with him, Sam. We have beef with.
No,
with
but
him.
he knows. He knows we had a show. He's been in our group forever.
Yeah, he says he didn't know. He had no idea.
This is the 5th season.
Said he's never heard of it.
But to be fair, I would also rather watch paint dry than be on the show tonight.
I wouldn't. What about you?
Would you rather mow your lawn with the fork though? I mean, that's actually pretty interesting.
Then be on here. Then be on here tonight. Yeah. And then do you? Sam loves Jalen Ramsey. The Jaguars are so terrible. I'm just kidding. I'll live. I'll put on my big girl pants.
But Sammy, don't worry. The Jags had their best start in franchise history since like 1962.
That's when I knew our group.
1990.
Sorry.
That was the highlight that I was talking about at the beginning. That is true though. That's why this hurts so much.
But the only good news is that if we were the Colts, we would have hung a banner for that. So
right, and we should anyways.
That, right? You know,
we should.
A good time.
All right, do we have any NFL news?
Well, we got to talk about Black Monday.
Let's just break. Yeah, go ahead. Let's do this.
I mean, I think the big news, and we'll get to it a little more in the Titan section. Vrabel, the mayo has expired. The mayo has gone bad between.
I'm getting Matt out of the middle. You're going to the bottom. Bye.
So Vrabel's gone.
You're angry. It's okay.
So the not really a whole lot of big name firings. I don't feel like some people. We'll talk about what the Jaguars did as far as staff changes are concerned. They didn't do the moves that make sense. They made stupid decisions, but the Jaguars. So there you go. I'm looking for the page on NFL.
Benji, hold on. Benji said, "My Colts brother-in-law hasn't spoken or returned my text calls since Saturday."
That's sad. That means he had unrealistic expectations for that game.
I still think Bill Belichick is gone by the end of this week.
Oh, Arthur
Might be
Smith from the
tomorrow.
Falcons was fired, so he's gone.
Ooh, that's also some news we got to talk about. Arthur Smith and his face got into Dennis Allen. He almost punched Dennis Allen in the face on Sunday.
You know what's funny about that? Dennis Allen legit had no idea.
Yeah, the problem.
Jameis Winston said. Jameis Winston was like, "Yeah, no, I made a call at the play because some guy needed to get paid, so we made the call."
Yeah, I think Jameis Winston is probably going to end up costing himself some opportunities with that, right? Like, because what GM's going to bring him in if he's not going to listen to, that's always been Jameis's problem, right?
Jameis.
To do, right?
He's all about himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he went out and stole some crab legs from Publix to celebrate after.
He's got enough money at this point. He doesn't really care what happens. Somebody will let him.
We know how college football works. He had enough money at the time. If he wanted to buy crab legs, he could have bought them.
If you know what I'm saying.
It wasn't legal then, but I'm sure the bag man came around and took care of James.
Who am I pulling to win it all? Fuck them all. That's what
The Texans.
No, there's
no.
She has a Texans jersey and
She's rooting
right now.
I do not have a Texans jersey. Watch your mouth. I do not have a Texans jersey.
It's in your
My
house.
My son has a Texans jersey that my stepdad bought him.
It's in your house.
It doesn't count. I don't even know.
Are you gonna be sitting next to your son, like hoping to share his jersey with him as he wears it on Sunday while a true generational talent quarterback plays?
Listen, I didn't come on here for all this harassment, okay?
Oh,
I didn't come on here.
We're gonna have a good time. I was so excited.
You know, you guys all season long are like, "Oh, Sam, she's such a biased host. Don't be a non-biased host." And then you come on here, and then you like, no.
Don't change that.
Wait, hold on. Are you defending CJ Stroud?
I was CJ Stroud defender.
Well,
I have been a CJ Stroud defender for a long time.
Weren't you an Anthony?
No, he wanted the Colts to take Stroud.
I've wanted
exactly. I think it was Josh Senior
must have you. I must have you confused with some other dummy. My bad.
Yeah. Good thing I'm not the dummy in the fan base.
Listen.
There are a lot of them in our fan base, though. But
leave Trevor Lawrence alone.
Yeah, who's the one guy that quit? Was the guy that quit and said he was going to be a Dolphins fan in the group? Was he a Colts fan? Oh,
did somebody do that? Somebody did that.
Chris O'Quinn.
Yeah.
No. Somebody tag me in that. Somebody please tag me in that.
You know what we should do? We should have it. All right. I'm getting a little off topic here, but we should have a segment where we actually share our screens with our live YouTube viewers and call out like the posts of the day.
Hey, Ricardo, she owns the show, you idiot. She can talk as much as she wants, moron.
I can talk as much as I want.
Stupid.
Ooh, I like
I'm just salty. T-Law is a Harry Bortles. That's funny.
Sorry.
Trevor Lawrence is decent, but he has issues with turnovers. Yeah, but like, guys, this is my problem. If you actually watch the
quarterback,
hurry, shut up.
T-Law does have a problem with turnovers. He absolutely
he
does.
overthrows balls a lot. Yes, he doesn't have enough time. He's got to get it out way too quickly. He doesn't have an offensive line, and the turnovers that he had the other day. Chris says he had plenty of weapons. Those weapons are not turning around fast enough and catching the ball. Like I was literally singing "Turn Around" to Calvin Ridley because he was getting there and he wasn't turning around. And then he's like,
"Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit." But that was the whole thing. The whole
team
that
counts as Trevor Lawrence's interception.
Now the second interception that Trevor threw, that was 100% on Trevor.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's immune from all, but
this is so awesome. This is a great episode.
I hate my life.
This must be about
you know what? You know what? Ricardo is right. Ricardo is right. I'm going to shut up.
Did not overthrow a wide open Ridley. It hit Ridley in the hands. If Ridley, who ran his mouth all season about getting 1,400 yards and like 20 touchdowns, has actually done what he said he was going to do, and was half the receiver that he said he was, Ridley would have caught that ball, right? Was it a perfect throw? No, but that was a catchable ball. But Ridley, Ridley can get off my team from when he was, I think it was the Bengals game. I forget which game it was. I got to go back and look. But when Lawrence was throwing a touchdown pass to Parker Washington, And Ridley, instead of running his route, stops and goes over to the side judge and he's arguing with the side judge instead of running his route. And at that point, I said, that man can get off my team.
He hasn't been running his routes. He doesn't. Yes.
Hey, you guys should go talk about this on Jags fan.
I finally put, as soon as Sam said that gambling thing, I finally put it together. This is why the Jaguars lost. Ridley had money on the Texans making the playoffs. Bucket. He's the reason why we won it.
He had to win. He had to win this.
There's a guy who put $55,000 on the Jaguars winning the division.
What a moron.
What an idiot.
That's even listen, just in there's $55,000 bet on any sports team for any reason is stupid. If you're betting that much money, you're stupid. You're an idiot.
And I bet $5 a couple weeks ago and that hurt.
I mean, I could see, you know, $20, $100 even, like, you know.
I can't bet anything.
I get it. Like,
Texas.
We just got it. You'll probably get it soon. We just got Hard Rock Bet.
Who did?
So, Florida, state of Florida.
Have you
we
met
just got.
Have you met the guy that runs our state?
We just got it. Well, we have to deal with the Seminole.
He's actually one of the reasons we got it, Harish. Actually, surprising.
Yeah.
The Republicans here. The Republican. Anyway, I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway.
Yeah, who cares about politics?
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's talk more about the Jaguars.
No. So, Mike, since we're talking about the Jaguars, we've talked about the Jaguars. Are you done? Because I feel like we just kind of segued straight into the Jaguars. We might as well stop talking about it and talk about the Titans. Do you have anything else to add?
He's speechless.
Do we have any? This is listen, for people that are watching for the first time. I know that we have a lot of people watching for the first time. We are not. This is all my fault. I am mourning. I am sad, and this has been the hardest episode ever for me because normally we just suck regular ass. We're like, we just know that we suck ass. And so like we prepare to suck ass and we just like go into the end of the season like, wow, we sucked ass, but at least we get XYZ. Don't make that face, Matt. Now
I was reading the comment. I was like, what the fuck?
Now we're like riding high and have the best season since I was in elementary school. And yeah.
The Jaguars weren't alive in the 80s, Sam. Quit it.
I was not in elementary school in the 80s, sir.
I love it.
The team you rooted for when you were in elementary school is no longer in your city.
It's in Tennessee, but both those teams won on Sunday. Did the Jaguars?
Oh.
No, but that's besides the point. So exactly. You had two teams win on Sunday, Matt. Your former franchise.
You're like Flame.
And don't forget
three because he lives in Kansas.
But Adam says he loves you.
That's fine. I still hate his guts, but you know.
But Adam says he loves you.
Didn't Matt had three
from the grave?
Because Chiefs won too.
He lives in Kansas City.
Yeah.
He and somebody else too. I'm not going to name.
What a bandwagoner. Probably love Taylor Swift too.
Hey,
not as much as you love Jalen Ramsey though.
For real.
I'd rather listen to Taylor Swift than Houston Rap. That's for sure.
We're about to have some bad.
Oh my
blood.
god!
All right.
Lay off Houston Rap. All right. Do we have any more NFL news? And then
probably not. I mean,
this has been the most unproduced show ever.
It's so good.
I mean, I guess we could talk about the playoff games real quick.
Is it good, Harish?
Texans by 50.
Are the Jags in the playoff picture there, Josh?
What's that you're breaking up? I can't hear you. I can't. Did Harish say something? I thought I heard. No. If I think your mic's bad. You should switch it out.
Awesome.
So
about to go repo that bitch.
So one thing I guess we could talk about real quick is this weird thing where the NFL wants people to pay for Peacock to watch a playoff game. Like I'm straight not going to watch that game. Like I'm just not. I'm not watching the game.
I have Xfinity, so I automatically have it.
I know, and that's what aggravates me. But I don't want to give in and give them money for a playoff game when I have given many monies to the NFL and the Jaguars already this year, and I have received 0 return on my investment because it would be my luck. I go in there and pay whatever stupid cost it is for Peacock, and then it's like a 47-0 like game that's not worth watching, right? Like somebody blows somebody out.
You get IPTV.
Okay, we'll have to talk after the show.
Let's
So, I mean, Houston is hosting Cleveland. The Lions are playing the Rams, and then there was one other
Cowboys, Packers,
which I think
Dolphins and
Chiefs,
and -2 weather.
Tampa Bay and Eagles. Gross.
Right.
I hope they both lose.
The good thing about the Jaguars not being in the playoffs is I was opted in to like automatically pay for it, and so I'm saving money.
It's true. Like you said on Twitter, follow you for more money saving tips, right?
Right.
What is that? What did you do?
It's an Apple thing.
It's that new Sonoma Apple thing. Oh, you just did it?
Yeah, I'm on my wow.
I'm on a PC. I can't do that.
Wow. Well, maybe you'll get a good computer one day.
I was hoping so.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on. I don't, playoff picture. We talk, gross.
We've talked mainly about the Jaguars, so we're going to stop whining about it. We'll talk about the Titans Jaguars game since we've mostly talked about the Jaguars. Let's let Michael talk. Then you can do like a quick little snippet, and then we'll move on to Texans Colts.
I'm going to talk as much as I feel like, and you guys are going to have to stop me. So,
I will do that.
Can I just ask, like, who do you guys think is gonna win the whole thing? I think it's the most wide open it's been in a long time.
It really is.
I really don't think there's a good team this year. Like,
I don't know. I think
maybe the Ravens.
Ravens, yeah.
Having seen the Ravens in person when they played the Jags, the Ravens look pretty darn good.
They do look good, but. Okay, so it's the Ravens in the field. Are you guys taking the Ravens or are you taking the field?
I always take the field. The playoffs are so predictable or so unpredictable. You can't ever, because that's the thing. Like people, some people were saying, well, if the Jags don't win the division, we don't want them in the playoffs at all. And that's stupid because once you get in the tournament, anything can happen.
Right.
There's been many years where wild card teams have made it to the Super Bowl or even won the Super Bowl, right? Like anything can happen once you make it in the tournament. But anyway. Titans World Order, our commentator for the Titans. I'll let you go first, and then I'll cry as I talk about the
Well, I had a few notes, and I deleted them this morning when Vrabel got fired, so I had to recreate them.
Oh, no.
So the offensive line actually had their best game of the season.
Of course
they allowed 1 sack in the game. The defensive front 7 actually had a terrible game. They were credited with 6 pressures and 0 sacks in the game, and still somehow came away with 2 interceptions and ended up saving the game with a goal line stand. The offensive line also passed a benchmark. They became the 4th team in the last 10 years to have 30 false starts in a season. So congrats to them on that. Can't wait for them to start firing people once the offseason begins.
So Tannehill, gone.
Oh, 100%.
After roster's gone.
Did you see
Derrick Henry? Oh my God, how do I turn this off? Derrick Henry, where does he go?
Gone. Because I think Vrabel's firing was the end of his chances of coming back. Like the new coach isn't going to come in and say, I want Derrick Henry. They're shifting the offense from run first to pass first.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on the price, right? Like, how much can you get him for? Like, I think it's foolhardy to say just flat. I think you got to at least have that conversation with his agent, right?
Yeah.
Like,
did you guys see?
He said in his press conference he wants to win a Super Bowl, and he's not going to win a Super Bowl in Tennessee.
Did you see? He even had like a farewell speech.
Yeah. After the game, he asked for the PA microphone and said goodbye to the fans in person. He said he didn't want to do it through a Facebook post or a Twitter post. So he actually got on the PA on the 50-yard line and said goodbye. So, I mean, I think.
Oh,
I think he
himself.
Yeah, I think he himself is like, I think he himself wants to get out because he.
Well, he said at the press conference he wants to go to the Super Bowl contender. Yeah. So I mean,
everybody says that. I mean, that's of course.
Look, somebody's going to sign Derrick Henry. Like, I'm sorry to say, somebody.
Whoever signs Mike Vrabel is going to sign Derrick Henry.
Think so? It's a package.
What if it's the Jaguars?
That's not any Super Bowl contenders then.
What if Mike Vrabel gets hired as defensive coordinator in Jacksonville and Derrick Henry gets signed?
I'd take it. I'm for
it.
Not gonna happen.
Honestly, where I think Mike Vrabel is going to end up, I don't think it's going to be New England either. I think he's going to end up in Washington.
Ooh, that's where I would
really.
Nah, I don't think so. They're
not
going to go defense.
He's going to get his own court. He's going to get a brand new quarterback. He's going to be able to look. If you really think about it, he was stuck with Mike Tannehill his entire time in Tennessee.
Anthony Gonzalez says he'll be a Panther.
Oh, God. That could be it.
That's actually not if they can hold on to Brian Burns, and if their owner could stop throwing drinks to people, that actually might not be bad.
Sorry, I had to laugh at the comment.
I think you're laughing with me.
Christopher Remington, Christopher Remington, make sure you let our buddy Varys know that I'm on a podcast. I'm sure he's
that is so confusing because Varys has been in our group forever. So okay.
Well, Varys is a moron. What can I tell you? So
I just found out today that the Tides have turned on Varys. I thought we were cool with that guy.
I like him.
I like him too. Until just now, apparently.
Nope. Me and Remington don't like him. So
oh wow.
They got beef. He's always calling. Anyway, I'm not getting into that.
Well,
but
it's the boomers of the group. They're old man yells at Cloud.
Dylan doesn't like him either, and Dylan's not a boomer. So
Is he not?
Shout out to my boy Dylan, who was jumping in last night and helping me.
Yeah, fam.
Fam. Yeah, fam. Fam. What's up, fam?
Anthony said, "Let's jump up." Don't put that on the screen though. Okay, Michael. So Derrick Henry said a farewell speech. Didn't know that. That's wow. So what else?
So
what about Cheeseburger Burks?
I'm sorry.
What about Cheeseburger Burks?
The Hamburglar.
I mean, he's on a fully guaranteed rookie deal, so he ain't. I'd be surprised if he goes anywhere.
Yeah. I'm calling it right now. He's going to catch 20 passes for 335 yards and 1 touchdown next year.
Isn't he like? Wasn't he a first rounder too?
Yes. Number 18 overall.
Oh, God.
He's going to catch like 6 combo meals for a total of 33,000 calories.
Right. And 2 diabetic shots.
And one of those Dunkin' Donuts Titans flavored donuts.
Mayo flavored
donuts. Yeah.
Mayo. I was gonna say something. Very nice.
So, how sad are you about Vrabel, and how shocked were you?
I was pretty surprised, even though it's been in the news since October that there had been tensions and stuff. I expected that he would get 2024 to prove himself, just because John Robinson left the team with no number 1 wide receiver, $12 million in cap space, no depth at any position. We had to replace all 5 offensive linemen this year, and we only had 5 draft picks going into the draft. So, I mean, you can't expect him and Rand to fix all of that in one offseason.
Yeah, he was coaching with what he had. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think anyone would argue that the problem was Vrabel was a bad coach this year. It was always the roster was the issue. But I think that, speaking of the Traylon Burks, I think that Amy made the same hasty decision that J-Rob made whenever he traded A.J. Brown for Traylon Burks. Because you had someone there that was causing him headaches, and he said, I'm just going to move on from you, make a bold decision, and it didn't work out, and he got fired. Well, there was a very public power struggle with Vrabel wanting roster control. And she said, I got someone that's giving me headaches, despite the fact you're acknowledged as one of the best in your field. I'm going to move on from you in a bold decision. If they don't hit a home run with this coaching decision, then I think they lose the fan base pretty quickly.
They already did for most part.
They already did. That's crazy. I'm trying to not be funny about this, but it's also hilarious at the same time. Literally,
Very
this
funny.
franchise went from promising to shit show in 3 years. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They are the new Jaguars.
they
Me and Matt
actually
talked about this on Twitter.
they actually might be on the way to being that because this is wild.
No, they are. No, they are that.
They
So
scapegoated their coach for the decisions that they made. It's hilarious.
looking at 2024, all right, y'all seen the roster and the team that we have this year.
Jesus.
So picture this: you have a first-year head coach installing new schemes all the way across the board. In addition to the 6 AFC South games, we have the Bengals, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, and Chargers. Like, how many wins are we going to get on? We'll probably have a top 2 or 3 pick next year.
What is your pick this year?
Number 7.
Is that high?
Yeah, would
enough?
you guys win
Are
up
you
by
gonna
winning?
redraft the quarterback? Is he going to draft another quarterback?
That's the other question. If you bring in
I
a
hope
new,
so. God, I hope so.
you just now
Come
fired
on, Jeff.
you fired a head coach because of roster deficiencies. If you're bringing in a new head coach, he's going to say, well, if this roster got the last coach fired, he's going to want his own QB. He's going to want to redo everything.
Oh,
this is awesome.
I love it. I mean,
It's so good.
sorry.
No, you're a fan. Look, Michael, you're a cool guy, except that you drink whiskey and mayo. That's kind of gross. But your fan base deserves this 100%. Your fan base 100% deserves this, and I'm
a cool guy, but
yeah, you're just guilty by association.
Did you guys hear that Bill Cowher is looking at houses in Nashville? Did you guys hear that?
We'll take Bill Cowher at this point.
Is that true, or are you making it up?
that's a rumor every year.
Breaking news: Urban Meyer's coming back to the
Urban
NFL.
Meyer's
Oh my
out.
God!
Bro,
Please
I-
stop.
Myers. Oh, please, Lord Jesus, let them hire
That would
Urban
be
Meyer.
either
so
Urban
great.
Meyer or Jeff Saturday. That would be fantastic.
Jeff Saturday is like an offensive coordinator.
I actually think Jeff Saturday would be a better hire than Urban Meyer.
Now,
I mean,
y'all
you're
want
right,
to see
but it'll still be hilarious.
And Bill O'Brien for defense.
Bill O'Brien, defensive coordinator.
you want to see every Titans fan head explode. So the Tennessean today published an article online that said that they are thinking about a potential interview with Titans defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. So not only do you not get the offensive guru that you're asking for, but you promote Vrabel's defense from within.
That's awesome.
Yep, sounds like the new Jaguars to me.
Yeah. Cannot wait.
Oh man, the wonderful show that's called The Titans. Oh man.
Well,
Hey, that was a nice little 3-year run y'all had, though. Let's give them a round of applause. That was great. Thank you.
In 10 to 15 more years,
will
we should get another good one.
Rome wasn't built in a day. I hope it never is. I mean,
I don't even think the Titans know where Rome is to start building it.
they're like Rome, Georgia.
Why are you talking about some down in Georgia?
Is that a new Mayo company?
They ain't got no Mayo stores in Rome, Georgia.
That's down to Mississippi, right? You just go down the road.
Anything else to add, Michael?
The only other thing I'll add related to the game is everyone was asking where Derrick Henry's 153-yard performance was all year. And from week 1 to week 17, he averaged 0.5 yards before initial defensive contact. And on Sunday, he averaged 5.23 yards before initial defensive contact.
Yeah, he's always made the Jaguars his bitch.
The large difference.
We know.
Speaking of that,
fireworks.
This is to
Couldn't even tackle him.
Ammo Jags, if you're listening, sir, you head on Youth Impact $20 with your bet with Mr. Michael.
And also, Ammo Jags
all over it.
Also, Ammo Jags, you probably shouldn't relax this offseason because that didn't work too well last offseason. That's actually probably all you guys. Can't chill this offseason. Didn't work too well.
You're going to get murdered.
I don't really
won't have nothing to
You know
brag
what's
about
funny
on this
is
side.
he's sharing.
You know what?
You know what's
I'll
funny?
just call my name.
Harish
I'll just
sharing his location with me.
That's cool. I'll just call my name VT and then just leave. You know, I'm good.
Oh, we got this comment. Titans franchise, most stadiums, least championships.
I'm out.
call my cousin.
You can't do that. All right, you cannot do that without warning. All right, you got to stop. You gotta. That was like with Josh Allen and the whole Leonard thing. Y'all can't be doing that to me on live stream, okay?
What did I miss? What happened?
You hear him go back?
No.
Oh man, it
was a VT joke. Okay. Okay.
I thought you guys were done with that comment I put on the screen. I'm like, it wasn't that funny, guys. It's like it's not even the best comment we've had tonight.
You call VT, I'm gonna call him Leonard Firestone.
Oh.
I'm gonna call Firestone. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Recenter your cheek.
His name, he might copyright strike this.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't say it. It's fair use. I was talking about the tires. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, Jags suck. What do you want me to tell you? Listen, there's no excuse for what happened on Sunday with the Jaguars. They looked just completely unprepared to play. Like they looked completely unprepared. Wait, hold on. You lucky VT didn't pull up. Listen, if VT pulled up, I'd have to get him a step stool so he could look me in the eyes. All right. I'm not worried about it.
Good stuff.
Anyway, listen. I don't know how to continue right now. I feel sorry for the audio listeners of this podcast. You're going to be like, what is happening?
Yeah, for those of you listening,
the audio listeners.
There's your sister's plug right there. Your sister's plug. If you want to see what's happening, please subscribe to the Fan Battle Sports Network.
Yeah, subscribe to the Fan Battle Sports YouTube. Me and Reach are literally crying right now.
I am too. I'm just not. I'm trying not to be loud. I'm not trying to interrupt Josh. So
I know, me too. Okay.
Listen, the Jaguars look completely uninterested in playing football on Sunday. And there's no excuse for it. All they had to do was beat a team that had.
No, sorry. Go ahead with your analysis. Sorry.
You guys are killing me.
I'm killing myself. This is awesome. I'm glad I started this.
Listen. There's a coaching problem, I believe, in Jacksonville. I don't know if it's a head coaching problem, but the team did not look interested or prepared to play on Sunday. But, I'm gonna have to not look at the screen. It's because every time I see Sam laughing. Oh God! With these comments,
I will say this on a more serious note. I think it's funny that you mentioned that there might be a coaching problem. I've always equated coaching problems to starting with the coach, maybe the GM. Because that coach, just like a manager would of a team that he has in a job scenario, is responsible for everybody under him.
Yep.
Assistant coaches, trainers, whatever. So if there is a coaching problem and it goes unaddressed this offseason because it's still early, we don't know yet, then that's on Doug Peterson. And when we take a look back on it, isn't the reason why Doug Peterson gets fired in Philly because of things that are similar to what we saw this year in Jacksonville?
Yeah, so the team in several games looked flat, like they weren't prepared, like there was no fire. Josh Allen, after, the game, was talking to reporters and said it just seemed like all year they were trying to find a spark. He was the only one that seemed, like he had a fire lit under him the whole season, right? Broke the single season sack record for the Jags. Like he was the one player that was consistently motivated. Him and I think Foye.
I just realized what the problem was.
Oh no.
It's because Arden Key built our culture here and we traded him to the Titans.
Oh man.
Oh, Arden Key.
If we wouldn't have traded Arden Key, the one who walked into the game with Boosie playing on the boombox, to the Titans wouldn't have beat us. They built our culture.
Right there, that's
what happened.
I mean, you say that
is
jokingly,
so
but
crazy.
This team didn't seem like they had the same
hype,
fire, or never quit sort of mentality. they did last year. Like,
but what would happen in the last 6? They were literally, wasn't it? What were y'all? 8-3, 8-2? Like, what other more spark do you need? I'm confused. Maybe I'm just confused.
I don't know. These are grown men, millions of dollars.
It was once Trevor Lawrence got hurt. I think he got hit one game, and I don't think he was the same after. He started acting scared. Cam Robinson went down. We didn't have offensive line. There was like a number of things that happened, and then the injuries started, and I think he didn't have trust in his offensive line, and he was trying to get the ball away too fast because he didn't want to get hit, and then the concussion,
right.
and then
last year was average at best. And so when the offense wasn't playing this year as well as they did last year, and everyone said even last year the offense could have done a lot better than they did in a lot of the games. So the offense was expected to improve, and if the defense had held its ground, this season may have. I mean, who knows? But you have a better chance for it to turn out differently, right? But the defense, Trevor Lawrence being injured doesn't explain the defense's tendency to just literally throw their faces and shoulders at opposing offensive players and not use their arms to tackle somebody. Shut up, Hunter. He says Jags will be on the QB market in 2 years.
Honestly, I do. Maybe we spend some time in the offseason. I do want to talk about that. Like Trevor Lawrence he's gotten this upcoming up year, and then potentially, his fifth year option. If it doesn't get better, what do they do? Like at some point,
I think it depends on what the better or not better looks like, right? Like there's so much to say, Yeah.
Listen, Press Taylor is what got Doug Peterson ran out of Philly.
He was the OC after
He's got to go.
Yes.
He's got to go.
Yeah, and
some of those play calls were absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I know we can't run the ball because our offensive line, but dude.
Well, Harris knows Frank Reich ran the same play calls as
Jesus
this.
Christ. There's a reason why I call him Potato Head.
Yeah, it gets repetitive.
And he's still there, like right now. And we signed Doug Peterson's son. And I'm like, can we not?
I just pray that I get the sort of blackmail on some millionaire somewhere that Press Taylor must have on Doug Peterson because
he follows him everywhere. Yeah.
So basically the fallout
there
from
was
the
a play
on.
There was a play where they zoomed up to the not press box, but they zoomed up to Press Taylor, and he's like sitting there with his pen in his hand. He's like, "Okay, so Travis, okay," and I'm like, "Dude, if I can see you saying that, like, they can see you saying that, like, you just,
Wait, what were they doing?
They had like Doug Peterson's on the field, and he's got his headset on, and he's got his little things, and he's calling up to them." And then I see Press going, "Oh, Travis, okay." And so then he's talking about ETN.
Like, what do you mean?
No.
Meaning like they were going to use him for the next play.
They can see him mouth, like it's visible to see him.
Yeah, it's basically like Press has no idea what it's going on, and he's like confirming, "Oh, that's what the play is." Isn't Press also the play caller?
Well, yeah, that's Press Taylor's the play caller, and that's the problem, right?
Yes.
Well, if Houston and Indy did not show that this is 100% factual, scheming fixes everything. If you don't got the right scheme,
correct,
nothing's going to work.
Literally.
So, yes.
Literally.
I mean, Gardner Minshew was 15 minutes away from winning the division, or 15 yards away from winning the division.
Yeah. Anyway, the fallout from the game was that we didn't fire Press Taylor. We fired Mike Caldwell.
Our punishment is
today. Nathan Armato says, "Today I learned this group has a podcast." Well, join the club, Nathan.
5 years now.
We're only in season, basically heading into season.
We're going into season 6. Yeah.
The AFC South Fan Battle group literally only exists so that we can get you idiots to listen to our podcast. But good job not knowing that. It's literally like when you go to the group, it literally has a big banner, and then right at the bottom of that it says "Group by AFC South Fan Battle Podcast." Like the words are there. We put the stream in the group every week. I have no sympathy for you people. Like
the game thread that says AFC South Fan Battle Podcast.
Right. Like the logos everywhere. Like I can't
Texans
help
Fan Battle Podcast, Jaguars Fan Battle Podcast.
I can't help the fact that people don't know how to read.
Maybe Press
Titans
Taylor
Fan Battle
runs
Podcast.
Maybe Press Taylor runs all of their social media accounts, so that's probably why they don't know.
Maybe.
Probably. Anyway, they fired Caldwell and much of the defensive staff, and then they fired a running backs coach. They fired the guy.
Fred Taylor called him out too and said, "I heard there's an open position," and I was like, "Yes."
Well, and then supposedly somebody on the way out, and who knows, but one of the coaches that was fired on the way out said the problems are staying in the building and the solutions were fired. Is what one of the coaches said on the way out the door.
I thought it was a player. Was it coach? I thought it was a player that said that.
Supposedly it was a coach that was.
What did he say?
They also met with Trevor Lawrence today. The owners did.
Oh, did they? Hey, Trevor, we promise to not get you killed next year.
But we fired the defense. The only reason
we fired the defense.
Here's how we're going to fix the fact that the offensive line sucks. Mike Caldwell, the guy who runs the defense, he's gone.
He's out.
That had a top 10 defense going into half of the year. Like, he's gone.
Yeah. We're here for you.
That they were not a top 10 defense. Listen, I watched every snap this year, and I'm telling you, the defense had problems. They were improved in some ways, but they were as bad or worse last year in a lot of others. Let's just say VT is the Arden Key of this podcast. He thinks he built the culture, and he thinks he's the.
I'm out. Oh my God!
And if you're listening to the audio feed, you really got to watch the video feed. I can't.
Oh man! Shout out to Evil Harish.
Evil Harish. All right, so I think we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Texans. I'm so tired of talking about my team.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna be here until like.
All right, Harish, you first.
1 o'clock. Oh man. Too good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not surprised I'm actually surprised it was as close as it was. Pretty much anything and everything that happened in that game happened. Gus Bradley paid 80 yards off the line of scrimmage. They slant merchant themselves all the way down the field. No pressure on CJ Stroud. And and the Colts lost. Like nothing about this game surprised me. I think the last play of the game is very interesting. First off, thank you, Chris Ballard, again. I'm thanking him for like the 4th time this year because his bargain.
I don't know if I'm gonna have a heart attack before they do this thing from holding my last in. By the way,
it's so good. This is good stuff.
It is quality content here.
VT and Bargain Bin Ballard costing the Colts the division. That's what we're talking about today. So Bargain Bin Ballard cost us the division again. He lost us another game, by signing Daryl Baker, who the drive that you guys scored on. What's his name? Daryl Baker misses that tackle. What was it, like on 2nd and 15 or something? It was like after a penalty. And they basically got like 20 yards on that play. And that's what continued the drive. Look, listen, I'm not surprised CJ Stroud won this game. He's very good. There's a reason why I wanted him to be my quarterback. I mean, I really don't have anything to say except I was right because that's just usually how I am. But I think overall, look, this is a great season. I think this season was a success. I had this team winning 5 games. So we go 9-8 with a backup quarterback. I think Shane Steichen's the right guy. He did do some little things that rookie head coaches do, right? He little mistakes that look. I think there's some calls in that game which is like
you guys played a lot better than I thought you would at the beginning of this.
I had us losing 24-10.
The call that cost you guys the game, I think a lot of people were sort of scratching their heads. A designed pass to a guy who had 19 touches all year.
So I can, So I actually heard Shane talk about this. He's like, look, we come out on that 4th down. They're about to line it up and go. Obviously, the Texans stacked the box. So they call a timeout, and they go to this play that they'd been practicing all week. They practiced this pretty much a good chunk of the year in case they wanted to go to it. So this is not like a thing that he just pulls out of his backside. Now, does Gardner Minshew throw the ball behind him? Sure. At the end of the day, Goodson had hands. Right. He had two hands on the ball.
Same thing with that Ridley pass that everyone tries to say that Trevor overthrew. He hit him with both his hands. Sorry, that's why we pay you the big bucks.
Yes, it's a little bit back. You are in the NFL, brother. Like, you're getting paid hundreds and millions of dollars, right? You make that catch.
Well, I do feel for that
I
kid,
feel
though.
for the guy. He's been put in a spot. He's been put in a spot where maybe this wasn't something that you do. But yes, does Jonathan Taylor get in the game? Sure. Honestly, after listening to all the press conferences, even Jonathan Taylor's like, I didn't doubt this one bit. I mean, is that what he's supposed to say? Maybe. But at the end of the day, this Colts team just did not execute. There were many opportunities to score many a times in this game. And it just didn't get it done. They just didn't execute when it came down to it.
So going into next season, do you think the Colts try to move Minshew since he's a hot commodity, get some draft picks out of him?
I don't know if they – I mean, I actually wouldn't mind Minshew coming back because we don't know. Obviously, Anthony Richardson, he's only played a total of 3 games over 6 weeks because he just can't stay healthy. I actually now don't mind Minshew as a backup. I think he'd be perfect because
I miss him as a backup. I was so mad about that.
He basically played all season, right?
It's the best backup in the NFL right there.
He's yeah. I mean, he won us 8 games, 7 games. That's what he was able to do this year with what he was given at the end of the day. I think it's a credits to him. That just it goes to show the type of coach Shane Steichen is. And I said it on Friday. I think Friday, Matt, was it when I said the one thing I really like about Shane is he puts these guys in the right position to make the play that they need to make. He puts them in a position to be successful, and I think that's going to continue. Very interested to see what happens in the offseason. Obviously, we need to get Anthony Richardson healthy. We need a number 2 receiver to help.
You need number 1 since Michael Pittman's gone too. So
Michael Pittman ain't living, bro. Hey, listen, I had to talk myself into Michael Pittman being our number 1. He's not gone.
He says he's gone.
He says he's going to test. But here's the thing. The worst that can happen is they franchise tag him, right? They franchise tag him. I think he's just trying to go find out and see what the best he can get is. I think they end up paying him because they know they need him. And if after all of this, Michael Pittman leaves, Chris Ballard should leave with them. I'm already tired of Chris Ballard. So
You've been tired of Chris Ballard.
Any excuse I can
mean
get,
already?
You're right.
Yeah, you've been tired of him.
Any excuse I can get to get rid of him, then I'll take it. But I honestly, I think Shane Steichen was a great hire. I think we're headed in the right direction. We there's some glaring gaps that we need to fill. And all these, I just want to address Colts Nation. We have the 15th pick. We better not trade that pick up to get Brock Bowers. I will be pissed if that's who we go get. We have so many holes to fill in this roster that Brock Bowers is the last thing I'm worried about.
I remember a fan base of a team feeling the same way going on to last year, right? Like, oh, right there on the edge, things are heading in the right direction. Got some holes to fill. Need to make a couple good picks and
yeah, but I'm not relaxing in the offseason like y'all did. Oh, we're just chilling, just another week of just chilling.
So
that's what y'all were doing.
Wait.
Well, yeah, but the fans were screaming to not do it, right? Like we were, that was the
Yeah, I just wish. I just wish.
I don't know why you're pointing at me.
I'm pointing at all. I'm pointing at all you. You guys are a representation of each other, and now today you represent Ammo in that comment. Because he said that many times on this show every week. I can't wait for him to come back. Hey, no problem, man. Cheers.
Am I gonna have to do this again?
I'll see you guys on the couch on Saturday.
Ugh, barf. All right, Matt, it's your time to shine, buddy.
All year, Sam was laughing at me. You're not gonna finish in second place. You're not gonna finish in second place. You're right, Sam. I wasn't gonna finish in second place. Numero uno, baby. Yes, sir. Let's go. Look, I mean, like Harish said, it's hard. I can't say nothing Harish didn't say. It was a hard fought battle. Jonathan Taylor ran all over us. I didn't expect that, but I think what the coach game plan was not having Michael Pittman beat us deep or Alec Pierce, so we didn't stack the box. And then when it was game time, what in the fourth quarter he had 20 yards rushing. That's when they decided to shut him down. So, but like, if you tell me, if you just tell me the stats and the score, and then tell me what team it went, I would think the Colts won. Because I don't see. Hey,
ET.
The winners. The winners are talking. All right,
Matt.
The ghost of ET is back.
Matt. I just want to tell you something. We have to go back and watch the tape, but hold on. We had a bet at the beginning of the season. And you said that they would be second. So technically,
I said fighting for second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they didn't. Technically, I won.
You're right. You're right. You did win.
Wow.
You're right. You did win. But
Sam, that's pitiful.
I'll let you take it. You won the war. You won the battle. I won the war. I'm okay.
That was a Jalen Ramsey line. You've been hanging out with him way too much. That's something Jalen Ramsey would say.
I will take.
I've never heard of her.
But yeah, all I gotta say is CJ Stroud. I think that the Colts lost to us last year to let us get CJ, and the Colts lost to us to let us get the AFC South championship. So again, thank you for two great accomplishments. CJ Stroud is him. The dude's a beast. There was a play. What was it? Hurry's 3rd and 14. He was running for his life. He just off his back foot just throws it.
Unreal.
Nico Collins catches it out of nowhere. Like the dude is a baller. Like I'm excited.
By the way, I think Nico Collins just caught another ball. Jesus Christ,
bro. Like yeah, like I don't know why the Texans hasn't signed Nico Collins yet. So.
They literally had to cover one receiver. Both teams had to cover one receiver, and literally the Texans did it, and Gus Bradley didn't. Shocking. Oh my god!
Oh, fuck
I knew I was right about this, and I'm still pissed off about it. Like I picked us to lose, and it still pisses me off.
But yeah, it was a great win. Like Hurry said, we got some stuff to build on. But positive, I had us at 7 wins total, fighting for second place with the Colts. I had the Jaguars winning, what a letdown, and I had the Titans, of course, getting swept by the whole division. Well let down by the Jags again.
Jags.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see it. I can see 4 awards going to the Texans. You got Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year.
I don't think you guys are getting Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think.
I don't even think you'll get. I think
the
guy
going to get from the Eagles. Because the problem that you have is. Yeah, Jalen Carter's going to get it. I think just because
he disappeared.
A lot of that stuff comes down. Yeah, a lot of that stuff comes down to a popularity contest, though, and people are still.
You're right. He might get that, but right now
they also did go 1-5 down the stretch.
And the Texans are a very hot commodity right now. A lot of national media because of CJ Stroud, only because of CJ Stroud.
Yeah, but I think he's getting so much attention. I don't know that people are really talking about Will Anderson Jr. and that Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Surprisingly, he is. That's the weird thing. Like. Everybody was hating on the Will Anderson trade this year. Now everybody's applauding it, like it was the smartest move in football.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like D'Amico Ryans is going to get screwed out of Coach of the Year.
I think so too.
I think they're going to give it to they're going to give it. They're going to give it to Cockamamie Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, because Browns and Ravens are going to get it. Yeah. But hey, I'll take it.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that would be bad. Yeah.
And
Josh, you remember when they were talking about giving Doug Peterson coach of the AFC last year?
Arden Key couldn't keep the culture running, so that's why he didn't get the. That's why
they should have given Arden Key coach of the year last year, and then things would have turned out different.
Defensive player of the year, it would been different.
Yeah.
But if anybody saw the video of D'Amico Ryans after everybody went in the locker room,
yeah, she's still in there.
Dude, yeah,
no, I haven't paid attention to your fucking team, Matt. No, what happened?
I'm sorry you're crying. I mean, it happens.
He was hanging out with VT in the locker room underneath the thing, just like having a moment to himself.
Bringing culture back.
Bringing culture back.
I'm bringing culture back. Yep.
No, it was just he was just sitting there and taking it in the moment. Like he was getting emotional. Yeah. When Tyler Goodson dropped the ball,
was he like, "Oh my god, I can't believe the Titans, who had literally nothing to earn except for beating a division rival, just did that for me."
I mean,
well, actually, at that point, it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah. According to Vegas, the betting odds for defensive rookie of the year, Jalen Carter, is still.
I mean, you're right. I mean, that's probably why, because of the Phillies. You know,
stupid. That's not stupid.
Right. And
They went 1-5 in the
sacks.
biggest stretch of the year.
Yeah, I think it's on defense that doesn't. I don't know that matters as much for the offensive rookie of the year if you're dealing with quarterbacks and the quarterback.
Quarterback's going to win it.
Stinks it up the last half of the year. I think that they care more about that. But I mean, I don't know. Listen, who knows what'll happen?
You guys aren't playing at home, right? You don't win home field advantage.
Yeah.
We won home.
We won the division.
Oh, are people going to show up?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're going to show up for that?
We sold out on our last two home games. Did the Jaguars?
They're definitely not going
pretty
to
damn
TIAA.
close. We sold out our season tickets this year, sir. I saw what those games looked like. Looks like y'all are going to be moving to London.
Texas are going to London.
Well, the problem with that is people in Houston are late to everything. Sam, you have family members that live in Houston. Are they late to everything?
We saw some pictures from late in the game on some of the games, and they weren't
Actually, you know what? This would be something to talk about. Are we even sure the game's going to happen this weekend because of the Arctic chill in Texas?
Bro, the Chiefs is negative.
NRG is closed.
Yeah,
dude, this is we're talking about Texas here. Like, let's think a little bit.
It's a closed stadium. You better find a way.
Well, it's closed a little bit. It was leaking last night during the national championship game when it was raining. So during the college football game. So.
Oh, was that the national championship game, or did Michael Penix, the real quarterback, actually show up?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's basically a giant toilet energy stadium. So who knows?
I've only been there for a rodeo, to be fair.
That's the game that triggered me this week.
I get sick every time I go to Houston because it's trash.
It was actually a serious question.
I love it.
It was a serious question though, because roads and all this.
I told you that you guys were the new Jaguars, did I not? I said that last year. How's it feel?
Well,
now we got to hear. Now we got to listen to your fan base.
We can actually.
Look at us! We're the best. We're the best. Like, we had to lose for you guys to get there. You're welcome.
We have several continued success seasons, unlike the Jaguars. We know how to win back to back.
All them seasons.
I don't want to hear from you, Harish. I don't want to hear from you, Mr. Haven't done shit in a decade.
Listen, but see, this is the thing. I don't care. I know that. I'm the old Jaguars of old. I told you we're going to lose Saturday. I've been telling you guys that for 8 years that Frank Reich is a potato head. So I'm not surprised that we didn't win. And I've been telling you Chris Ballard's an idiot. But what I wanted to say was, what I really, really wanted to say was, I now forgot.
Wait to ruin it for us, Reese.
What did it say?
It's supposed to be
something about
61 degrees and partly sunny on Saturday in Houston. So I think
you're always getting sick every time I go to Houston.
Oh yeah, maybe the
and then being the new Jaguars.
All I'm saying is all those seasons of sustained success and not one single appearance in an AFC Championship game. So
Oh no! You said thank you for losing one game. Technically, you had to lose like 6.
But I'm just saying that is what got them in. It's not like they had such an amazing record.
I mean,
the fact that they beat.
It's just like the Jaguars did to the Colts. The Colts were a 98% chance of making the playoffs if they beat the Jaguars.
No, this is nowhere near the same.
It is.
No. We didn't have a 6-game lead over the entire damn conference. And then
I'm just talking about the game Sunday. I'm not talking about the whole season as a whole. No. I'm talking about the game on Sunday. All they had to do was win.
Not even close. Not even close.
Against a team that everybody dog walked in the whole division.
Okay, maybe it is kind of close. No, but they have a generational quarterback. We had Carson Wentz.
Yeah, generational quarterback. Remember, isn't that what you said?
How dare you? How dare you impugn the name of Prince Harry? That man is a member of the royal family.
Yeah, he acts like a man.
That man's a saint.
Yeah, he acts like a man of the royal family. Every time something goes bad, he can't perform his damn job.
So, Matt.
What up?
Well, so listeners, God, I can't believe you guys stuck around this long. I want to know what the Twitter's like because we don't get the Twitter feedback until after the show.
Yeah, we actually do now.
We get it?
Yep, we do now.
Like it comes in through the chat?
Yeah.
What?
There was a couple way early.
Well, anyways, point being.
Yeah, I need to know that.
The show went on a little bit longer and was a little bit not produced as normal, but as likely when your host is extremely depressed from her stupid ass team and
Right.
the Texans win the division. So next week we will do a quick update for the Texans since we'll see what happens with that.
Matt will. But
me and Matt will.
And
whoever else wants to join us to talk about it on the panel.
I'll see if VT.
No, I'm good. And no, thank you.
It'll be an all 22 show.
No, thank you. But Crenshaw, yes.
22
so anyway, Matt's like, dude, I'm trying not to get harassed online. Can y'all stop talking about it? So, anyways,
no.
We'll be doing that, getting the update, and then we'll keep doing Texans updates until they choke and don't go to the AFC Championship. So
for one more.
After that, we will go back to our bi-weekly off-season schedule. So it's been a
successful season.
Yeah, this season has been different. It's been fun. But it has been different
that I've ever experienced. It's definitely one of them.
Yeah, it is a season, and for every season, shut up. You get it. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. There we go. For me,
we came into this season thinking like the Jags were going to run away, and then they really slowed down, and this actually ended up being one of the most competitive divisions in the league.
That is true. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's always a good season with you guys. I mean, come on, five seasons strong now, and we continue to grow. And for the listeners, especially the loyal ones who have been with us since day one, when we were on Skype, having to individually having to send our audio in to a producer at a radio network to edit for us. We only grow stronger, and we
make it till you make it, baby.
Yeah, take it teammate. But yeah, we are always looking into next season, always looking for people, support people for this show, for Texans, for Colts, for you name it, or to launch a new show. So definitely head over to fanbattlesports.com. Check us out. Email us at contact@fanbattlesports. This isn't the end. Of course, but once we wrap up Super Bowl, we're going into season 6, so we're going to need some help, guys, and we'd love to launch other sports shows on Fan Battle Sports. So make sure you check us out there on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Fan Battle Sports, and AFCSFB, that stands for AFC South Fan Battle. And you can follow me on Twitter at Sammy Football with an I. The rest of you, Josh, Alan.
Yep, I'm on Twitter. I refuse to call it X because that's stupid. My username is Josh Gives Up.
All right, wrong, sir. It says Josh Allen loves Houston rap.
Oh, he changed your name.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Michael.
Remember, Matt, I'm spiteful.
Me over on X at Titans W Order, and Thursdays at 8 for the Titans Fan Battle podcast. So.
Yeah, I'll be tuning in this week. Let's watch you cry.
It's be a good one. Actually, I wanted to check out. Yeah, you can catch me on Twitter at Evil Harish, Evil VT. No, you can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on Twitter at the Uncle Gandhi. I will say real quick, if you are also Thursday nights on the Longhorn Fan Battle podcast, but if you're a big fan of NCAA college football, EA Sports. Thursday, special time, 3:30 p.m. We will have the ESPN NCAA insider who's been leaking all the info for NCAA on our show 3:30 Thursday afternoon. So
3:30 Thursday. That's Texas Longhorns, right?
Yep, Texas Longhorns Fan Battle. Matt Brown will be on the show 3:30 p.m. this week.
Jacoyes, I just saw your message. We will make sure you get the link to the Discord. Yes. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, you can find me at A1 Day 1 Texans everywhere. And then you can find me Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, where we will be talking about your AFC South champions, the Houston Texans on Texans Fan Battle.
Hashtag not champions.
Hashtag don't care.
Champions.
Hashtag cry about it. Cry to your mama.
I will, thank you.
I'm gonna play some circus music to end the show. Maybe I can drown out what I think is gonna happen.
Don't forget, I can be loud. That's all right. Sam, we all know it. You know it. You know what's coming. Let's just do it. Sam loves Jalen.
All right, guys.
And
Thank you.
Get your saddle and get ready for the fan battle.